Dear friends, welcome to Glimpses of World History by the legendary architect of modern India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. You are about to experience this masterpiece narrated through an artificial recreation of Nehru's voice. Before we begin, I kindly request that you set aside your mobile devices and listen with full attention and tranquility. Thank you.
Inquilab Zindabad, January 7, 1931. Priyadarshini, dear to the sight, but dearer still when sight is denied. As I sat here today to write to you, faint cries like distant thunder reached me. I could not make out at first what they were, but they had a familiar ring and they seemed to find an answering echo in my heart. Gradually they seemed to approach and grow in volume, and soon there was no doubt as to what they were. Inquilab Zindabad, Inquilab Zindabad. The prison resounded with the spirited challenge, and our hearts were glad to hear it. I do not know who they were who shouted our war cry so near us outside the gaol, whether they were men and women from the city or peasants from the villages. Nor do I know the occasion for it today. But whoever they were, they cheered us up, and we sent a silent answer to their greeting, and all our good wishes went with it. Why should we shout Inquilab Zindabad? Why should we want revolution and change? India, of course, wants a big change today. But even after the big change that we all want has come and India is independent, we cannot rest quiescent. Nothing in the world that is alive remains unchanging. All nature changes from day to day and minute to minute. Only the dead stop growing and are quiescent. Fresh water runs on, and if you stop it, it becomes stagnant. So also is it with the life of man and the life of a nation. Whether we want to or not, we grow old. Babies become little girls, and little girls become big girls and grown-up women and old women. We have to put up with these changes, but there are many who refuse to admit that the world changes. They keep their minds closed and locked up and will not permit any new ideas to come into them. Nothing frightens them so much as the idea of thinking. What is the result? The world moves on in spite of them. And because they and people like them do not adapt themselves to the changing conditions, there are big burst-ups from time to time. Big revolutions take place, like the great French Revolution of 140 years ago, or the Russian Revolution 13 years ago. Even so, in our own country, we are today in the middle of a revolution. We want independence, of course, but we want something more. We want to clear out all the stagnant pools and let in clean, fresh water everywhere. We must sweep away the dirt and the poverty and misery from our country. We must also clean up, as far as we can, the cobwebs from the minds of so many people, which prevent them from thinking and cooperating in the great work before us. It is a great work, and it may be that it will require time. Let us at least give it a good push on. Inquilab Zindabad. We are on the threshold of our revolution. What the future will bring we cannot say, but even the present has brought us rich returns for our labors. See the women of India, how proudly they march ahead of all in the struggle, gentle and yet brave and indomitable. See how they set the pace for others. And the purda, which hid our brave and beautiful women, and was a curse to them and to their country. Where is it now? Is it not rapidly slinking away to take its rightful place in the shelves of museums where we keep the relics of a bygone age? See also the children, the boys and girls, the Vanar Senas and the Bal and Balika Sabhas. The parents of many of these children may have behaved as cowards or slaves in the past. But who dare doubt that the children of our generation will tolerate no slavery or cowardice? And so the wheel of change moves on, and those who were down go up, and those who were up go down. It was time it moved in our country. But we have given it such a push this time that no one can stop it. Inquilab Zindabad, Inquilab Zindabad, Inquilab Zindabad.
Dear listeners, this was legendary. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's masterpiece, Glimpses of World History. You can listen to the Hindi version of it in the link shared in description. But please remember, creating informative content takes a lot of time and research. Your support really matters. When you like, subscribe, and share these videos, you help good content succeed instead of trashy videos. Support us through paying thanks, supers, and subscriptions. Let's go to the next episode.